Hey everyone, it's Sarah. Welcome to another gardening video, and today I am going to be planting my potatoes. I'm going to be doing it two different ways today. I'm going to be planting in a bed, and then I'm also going to be planting in grow bags. So just stick with me and we'll get into it. These are my seed potatoes that I have, and these are actually some of the potatoes that I pulled from the ground last year. Or that I grew last year, I should say. And I just left them in a drawer, and once they started to sprout like this, I just kept them in there. So they've been doing this for quite a few months, and these are perfectly fine to plant like this. It's not that big of an issue. You can see some of the, look how little that one was, and look how big that is. So what I'm gonna do is, last year I had two mounds, but I think this year I'm only going to be doing, I think I'm going to do like a zigzag mound, like one mound and do zigzags instead of two rows. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down, and I'm going to work on getting those mounds up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and I did that zigzag pattern that I talked about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to lay these potatoes out and space them out a little bit. And then once I've done that, I will come back and then I will show you how I place them. And then I'm going to start mounding some of this dirt on top. And then I will see you again. Seems like I'm putting all of my purple potatoes in this bed. That's because purple's awesome. The purple potatoes did really well last year in this bed, so. Okay, so I have laid out the potatoes, and it seems like all the potatoes that are going to be in this bed are going to be the purple potatoes. I went in this zigzag pattern. Like I said, I did 2 rows last year. But I think this will just, one, I just want to see if it's going to grow and look cool. 2, I think I'm able to add maybe a little less in here because of it. And I think it'll give the potatoes more space to grow. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mound these with some of the dirt that's already here. And then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and I put a little mound over the seed potatoes that I had. And I'm actually going to be getting straw to put on top of them. And once I start to see growth come through, I'll add a little bit more mulch or straw to the top. And I'll just keep building and building. That's what it looks like. Now, like I said, all of those were the purple potatoes. I do have red and general white potatoes. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to be working in these grow bags. And I think I have 7 of them, which I have way more potatoes. I have a couple, I don't know why I have these sweet potatoes in there. But I have way more potatoes than what I'm going to be able to put in these grow bags. I might save a couple of these though to do another method later. If I can find some space, maybe over on the edge of the property, put some cardboard down, put some compost on top, put some seed potatoes on top of that and then just put straw on top and see how they do and how that goes. I know that's a method that some people use, so I might end up saving some of these potatoes to do that. So I'm going to do what I can in these 7 bags. I'm going to use my compost that I have, and I will show you what I end up doing with that. All right, so we're over by the compost pile, and I'm going to start shoveling some of the compost into the grow bags, and then we will start putting the seed potatoes in the grow bags.
Yeah, 2 shovels looks like it's enough. Especially if you don't want to be too full.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that one looks a lot lower than the other one.
Yeah,
Not that one, that one.
I know, they both do. Say hi. All right, so we have filled up the grow bags. I went ahead and I rolled down the tops so that this is completely exposed, and then as the potato plant grows, I can continue to mound on top of it and just pull this up as I add on top. And then once it gets to a certain point, I won't need to add anything else to it, and I'll just let the foliage grow. So we're gonna go ahead. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 regular white potatoes. A lot of these will end up being in that other form that I do, so I still want to try to do some of these in here. So I think I might end up giving these their own, even though some of these are quite small. I mean, they're still going to produce potatoes. And then I'll do 2 with these. Again, I know they're small, but they're still going to produce a plant. It's still going to grow high. And then I'll save the rest of these for that other method that I was talking about. I'm not going to be filming that 3rd method today. That'll be a different video. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to plant these in these grow bags. And then we'll catch you in a minute. All right, so we have those potatoes planted. And I think we're actually going to put them over there for now until I can find a more permanent place for them to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we went ahead and we put them near the asparagus bed. Those ones are the white potatoes. These ones are the red. We have a whole bunch of more red to plant, but I think I'm going to end up doing that 3rd method that I talked about with putting cardboard down, compost, setting the potatoes on top, and then putting straw on top of that. So once we find out where we're going to plant those at, then I'll go ahead and do it, and that'll be another video. And by that time, there might be some growth on the other potatoes, so I'll end up mounding them if there's any growth that comes up. But my sister was helping me today. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, well, thank you again for joining me. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, hit the bell button if you want a notification, and be sure to leave any comments below. If you have a method that you use to grow potatoes, let me know. I'm always up for trying new things, especially if it's going to get a higher yield. Yeah,
Have you heard about the thingy where they use like the laundry basket?
I have.
Do you think that's an actual thing?
I don't know. If you do that, let us know in the comments below. All right, happy gardening, guys, and have a nice day. So many purple potatoes. I think I'm close to the end. I think there's only 2 left in here. Yes, there's only 2 left.
Look, it's a deer potato. Looks just like a deer. I shall keep him, and his name shall be Prongs.
It should be what?
Prongs.
Admit it, you just like playing in the dirt. Ooh,
Very relaxing. Oh yeah, it's got a stench to it.
I don't smell it.
Oh.
I was just saying, you didn't deny it. So you like playing in dirt.
I don't mind. I was gonna say I don't smell anything on this, so it's probably pretty good.
That's what you say now. Until it becomes a Godzilla potato. It's gonna go.
If you enjoyed this video,